ओ ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय ते नमः। So wish you all a very happy new year, and I also chanted a sloka on Shri Ramakrishna today because it is a very special day actually. This is in the Ramakrishna mission. 1st January is known as Kalpataru Day. Kalpataru, you know that wish fulfilling tree is known as Kalpataru, जिसके अंदर आप उसके नीचे अगर बैठ गए तो जो आपकी मन की इच्छा है वो पूरी हो जाती है। ऐसा जो एक वृक्ष होता है उसको कल्पतरु ऐसा कहते हैं। So in Ramakrishna mission, 1st January is known as Kalpataru Day because on 1st January 1886, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was actually very ill with throat cancer, and he was not allowed to really go out or speak or anything. But on 1st January 1886, he suddenly got up and thousands of people had come to see him. Hundreds of them were waiting outside. And on that day, he actually came out and gave extraordinary spiritual experiences to many, many, many people. So he used to touch them and they used to go into ecstasy. समाधि का अनुभव बहुत लोगों को आ गया श्री रामकृष्ण परमहंस के साथ ये दिन में, और भाव विभोर हो गए थे सब लोग, और इसलिए इस दिन को कल्पतरु दिवस ऐसा कहा जाता है 1st January, because Ramakrishna Paramahamsa gave actual spiritual experience, and then everybody understood that he is an Avatara Purusha, Avatara Varishtaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Te Namah. So that is why I chanted Sri Ramakrishna's name and his prayer. So let us salute to him and now proceed with Ashtavakra Gita. And we are on chapter 15 and shloka number 9. 15वें चैप्टर का 9वां श्लोक हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं। गुणे संविष्टतो देह तिष्ठति याति आयाति च आत्मान गंता नागंता किमेनम अनुशोचसी। So very powerful way in which Ashtavakra is telling is that body is a product of त्रिगुणात्मक प्रकृति। गुणे संविष्टितो देहा, ये देह तो त्रिगुणात्मक प्रकृति से बना हुआ है और ये आता है जाता है। तिष्ठति आयति याति च, body is born, it stays for some time, and it vanishes after some time. Because Prakriti is changing, gunas are continuously in motion. So whatever we call as body, it undergoes change. It is born, it grows, and then it deteriorates. Finally, it vanishes. But Atma na ganta na ganta, the pure consciousness which we have, which we call as Atman, it doesn't come, it doesn't go, it doesn't move. It is constant. So, if you are with Atman, किमेन अनुशोचती, आत्मा तो नित्य है, शाश्वत है, आत्मा कहीं आता जाता नहीं है, और तुम तो आत्मा हो, तो शरीर के आने जाने का तुम्हें दुख क्यों होना चाहिए? As I told last time also, all these verses which Ashtavakra has given, they are for meditation. So even if you meditate on this particular verse, you will not be as much worried about the disease in the body and anxiety about your health and other things, because you know that you are not the body. So that is what actually these verses are telling. The next verse also is saying the same thing. Deha tishtatu kalpantam gacchati adyaiva va punaha क्व वृद्धि क्वच वा हानि तव चिन्मात्र रूपिणः, तव चिन्मात्र रूपिणः. You are pure consciousness. Okay, so shloka number 10 we are looking at. So on the screen, I think 15 shloka is there. So make it 10. So देहस्तिष्ठतु कल्पांतम, ये देह अगर कल्पांत तक भी टिका रहे, कल्प यानी very vast thousands of years, even if this body remains thousands of years, गच्छति अद्यैव वा पुनः, या अभी अभी समाप्त हो जाए. देह कल्पांत तक टिका रहे, up to the end of the cycle. May the body remain up to the end of the cycle. Or it may vanish just now. गच्छति अद्यैव वा पुनः, क्व वृद्धि क्वच वा हानि. There is neither gain nor loss, because tava chinmatra rupina, you are pure consciousness, you are Atman. What is the gain and loss with the gain and loss of the body? Body may remain for such a long time, it doesn't make any gain for the Atman. Body may vanish just now, and Atman doesn't lose anything. So Atma has nothing to do with the body. You know, at the time of Santa Jnaneshwar, I have told you earlier also this, that there was one Hatha Yogi, his name was Changdev Maharaj. Changdev Maharaj was a very great adept actually. He was said to be 1400 years old. 1400 साल के थे चांगदेव महाराज, और he had many siddhis obviously, and he could control all the wild animals. But inside he knew that he had not realized the self. वो आत्मज्ञान नहीं है, आत्म प्रकाश प्राप्त हुआ नहीं है, ऐसा उनको अनुभव हो रहा था. और इसलिए उन्होंने सोचा कि अभी ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज से मिलते हैं और उनसे I will get advice from him. So he wrote a letter. Now when he wrote, it's a very wonderful thing. When he wanted to write a letter to Santa Jnaneshwar, he could not begin it because he did not know whether he should say namaskar to him, because he was 1400 years old and Jnaneshwar was only something like 25 or young person. So how can you say namaskar to him? And he wanted advice from him. So in a way he was a guru. So how can you say Ashirwad also? So he could not decide how to begin that letter, and therefore finally sent बिल्कुल ब्लैंक पेपर टू हिम, कोरा कागज ही भेजा. और ज्ञानेश्वर तुरंत पहचान लिए कि ये तो चांगदेव महाराज सही आया है, और उन्होंने उनको लिखा कि आप कभी भी आ जाओ. एंड देन चांगदेव महाराज ही केम on a lion's back, and everybody was really wondering. He was sitting on a lion and he had tamed the lion and he was coming there. And when Santa Jnaneshwar came to know about it, all the three brothers, Jnandev, Nivrutti, Jnandev, Sopan, they were sitting on a wall at that time. So when people came and told that Changdev Maharaj is coming, he ordered that wall to move. And actually वो दीवार थी, वो चली गई गांव के अंत तक. There, what he wanted to say is that you are taming the animals, but they are living beings. I can move even the insentient wall. So that is how he wanted to give Drishtanta to him. So Changdev, he fell at his feet and he says that please give me advice. But then Dhaneshwar Maharaj was very busy in some discourses and all. He said that I am right now busy, but you can get the same advice from Muktabai. She is in the house. So you go there and you will get advice from Muktabai. मुक्ताबाई के पास आप जाओ और वो आपको बता देगी जो कुछ है. And when he went, it was like a hut and there was no door to the hut and open hut. And actually inside the hut, Muktabai was taking bath and पूर्ण रूप से वो नग्न थी और वो स्नान कर रही थी. She was completely nude at that time. So Changdev just peeped inside and he saw that she is completely nude, वो नग्न है. और इसलिए वही शर्मा गए और बाहर आ गए. और जब बाहर आ गए तो मुक्ताबाई जोर से हंसी अंदर, जोर से हंसी. और जब बाहर आई कपड़े पहन के तो बोली कि यही तो आपका प्रॉब्लम है. आप अभी भी चमड़ी देख रहे हैं, अभी भी देह देख रहे हैं, अभी भी स्त्री पुरुष ये भेद आपके मन में है और यही आपकी पीड़ा है. यू आर बाउंड बाय द बॉडी. सो देहस्तिष्ठतु कल्पांतम, 1400 साल के वो थे और मुक्ताबाई तो 14 साल की थी. लेकिन अनलेस यू गो बियॉन्ड द फिजिकल बॉडी, you can't realize the self. You have to understand that the body can be retained for a very long time or it may vanish just now. कवृद्धि क्वचवा हानि, उसमें न हानि होती है न वृद्धि होती है. There is no gain and loss. Why? Because तव चिन्मात्र रूपिणः, you are only pure consciousness and that is all you are. Body is only instrument which you are using for your purpose, and whether it lasts, whether it doesn't last, it doesn't matter. तो देहाभिमान छोड़ देना, यही साधना बताई गई है. Let us go to the next verse, number 11. त्वयि अनंत महां बोधो विश्ववीची स्वभावतः उदेतु वा अस्तमायातु न ते वृद्धिर न ते क्षतिः. So same thought is proceeding now, and this has been told earlier as well, that त्वयि अनंत महां बोधो, in you the infinite ocean, the waves of the universe rise and fall spontaneously. Just as waves are coming and going in the ocean, like that so many things are happening in our life. The body comes and goes, the experiences come and go. There can be no loss and gain for you. उदयतु वा अस्तमायातु, वो उदय व्यय स्वरूप है. The waves arise, they stay for some time, they go back. It is only appearance. It appears as if a separate thing has arisen. It has separate name and form, but actually it is ocean only. It arises in ocean, stays in ocean, goes back to ocean. It is ocean. It is infinite ocean. So like that, you are infinite ocean of consciousness in which the waves of thoughts, emotions, experiences, they are arising and going away. Nothing happens to you. Nothing happens to the consciousness. So that is what he is saying. So तुम्हारे भीतर चित्त के रूप में अनंत महासागर है, जिसमें जगत रूपी लहरें उठती है और मिटती है, उत्पत्ति स्थिति लय, ये स्वाभाविक जगत की प्रक्रिया है। यह उदय वय स्वरूप लहरों से आत्मा की न वृद्धि होती है न क्षति होती है। सो चेंजिंग वर्ल्ड एंड यू स्टे एज इट इज। तात चिन्मात्र रूपोसी नते भिन्नमिदं जगत अतः कस्य कथम कुत्र हेयोपादेय कल्पना। सो तात चिन्मात्र रूपोसी। सो अगेन एंड अगेन अष्टावक्र तात, हे पुत्र, ओ माय सन। We know that Ashtavakra was only hardly 10 or 15 years old, and Janaka is more than 70 years old. But Ashtavakra is Jnana Vruddha, and therefore is addressing his disciple, who may be 60, 70 years old, really Vruddha, as Tata. Tata means, oh my dear son. Okay. So Tata Chinmatra Ruposi, you are pure consciousness. Nate Bhinnamidam Jagat. Whatever you see as the world is not different from you. Nate Bhinnamidam Jagat. This universe is not different from you. Therefore, how, where, and whose can be the ideas of acceptance and rejection. Ata kasya katham kutra heya upadeya kalpana. Heya means something which is to be accepted. Upadeya, something which is to be rejected. Now the whole Jagat is you only. The world is not different from you. The world is you yourself. So how can you have the idea of acceptance and rejection in the world? Just as my hands, my eyes, my nose, parts of my body are mine. So will I have the idea that I want hands? Hands are already me. I want ears. I don't like my nose. Can there be heyopadiya kalpana for my body? Because my body is already mine. It is already mine. So I can't have acceptance or rejection of the body parts. Now, Tava Chinmatra Rupina, one who is establishing pure consciousness, he sees the whole world as himself. And when the whole world is you, where is the question of acceptance and rejection? Now, what Ashtavakra is telling is, हे पुत्र, तुम शुद्ध चैतन्य स्वरूप हो, यह विश्व तुमसे अलग नहीं है, इसलिए यह ग्राह्य है और यह त्याज्य है। ये संकल्पना किसे और किस लिए आएगी? सो देयर इज नो क्वेश्चन ऑफ एनी हेयोपादेय कल्पना. So what he is saying is, you should go beyond likes and dislikes, because everything, you only are creating everything. Even likes and dislikes are created by you only. You are not different from the world. You are the creator of the world. And therefore, leave all the ideas of likes and dislikes. Heyopadeya kalpanaha. Acceptance and rejection. I accept this. I like this. I stay with it. I reject it. I hate it. I am averse to it. The more we leave this, the happier we will be, nearer we shall be to the Atman, to the pure consciousness. So what Ashtavakra is saying, leave heyopadeya kalpana. Acceptance and rejection should be left out. Nothing is to be accepted, nothing is to be rejected. We go to 13. एकस्मिन् अव्यये शान्ते चिदाकाशे अमले त्वयि कुतो जन्म कुतो कर्म कुतो अहंकार एव च. Now this is another delusion which we have. Ekasmin avyaya shante. You are the one immutable, tranquil, pure consciousness, chidakashe. You are one pure, immutable, shante, tranquil, chidakashe, pure, amale. You are pure. So you are all that. Where is kuto janma, kuto karma, kuto hankara evacha? For you, where is the question of birth, Where is the question of action? Where is the question of ego? There is nothing like ego. There is nothing like action, karma. There is nothing like birth for you. Why? Because you are, तुम निर्मल शांत अविनाशी चिदाकाश हो. अब तुम्हें कहाँ जन्म, कहाँ कर्म, कहाँ अहंकार. The space in which all worldly objects exist is known as Mahakasha. The space in which the individual stage is known as Chidakasha. Pure consciousness, which is within us, is called as space, which is the center of human consciousness, is known as Chidakasha. So he is saying that you are Chidakash, you are only pure consciousness. Human beings possess Chidakash, pure consciousness from which the body mind complex appears to be born, but with knowledge that I am Brahman, I am pure consciousness, one goes beyond birth, action, and ego. So actually, Shri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, I told you that Kalpataru Day today. So he used to talk about two kinds of selves, Kacha Ami, Pakka Ami. This was, if you read Ramakrishna Vachanamruta, many times he used to say about Kacha Ami and Pakka Ami. Kacha Ami means the ego which we have, which is connected with Prakriti, which is connected with the world, unripe idea of I consciousness. Pakka Ami is something which is connected with universal consciousness. So what he is telling is, if you connect yourself to that ekasmin avyaye shante, if you disconnect from that lower self, kachami, and connect yourself to pakkami, the higher self, the self, the atman, then there is no question of any action, कुछ कर्म करना, कुछ जन्म मृत्यु का चक्र. You will come out of all this. So this is the sadhana which is given. Disconnect yourself from lower self, connect yourself to higher self. We go to the next verse number 14. यत्वं पश्यति तत्र एकत्वं प्रतिभासते किं पृथक् भासते स्वर्णात् कटकांगद नूपुरम. So yatvam pashyati tatra eka tvameva pratibhasate. Whatever you are seeing, whatever you are experiencing, we say that, you say that world is only one, Atman alone is there, consciousness alone is there. But I am seeing the variety. I am seeing trees, I am seeing animals, I am seeing mountains, I am seeing so many people, I am seeing varieties. He says that you alone is illuminating all these things which you are seeing. Very difficult to digest this thing. त्वमेव प्रतिभाससे, तुम ही ये सब प्रकाशित कर रहे हो. जो जो अनुभूतियां तुम ले रहे हो, जो जो अनेकता तुम देख रहे हो, तुम ही वो प्रकाशित कर रहे हो. यत्वम पश्यति तत्रैकम, एक ही है सब कुछ. इट इज ओनली द कॉन्शियसनेस विच इज देयर. किम पृथक भासते स्वर्णात् कटकान गदद नूपुरम. स्वर्ण के भी अनेक अलंकार बनते हैं. यू कैन हैव बैंगल्स, you can have earrings, you can have bracelets. So अनेक प्रकार के दागिने बनते हैं, अनेक प्रकार के और ornaments are created out of the gold. But is it different from gold? It is gold only in different names and forms. It is only gold. It is not a. So what you are saying as the different things, they are only नाम रूपात्मक भेद है. उसमें है तो चैतन्य ही, वो केवल सत ही है. What is common in everything? The common in everything is isness. सत, जो कुछ भी है वो सत के अंदर ही आता है. This glass in front of me is existing. The trees are existing, animals are existing, men are existing. Existence is the common thing in everything. And that is my consciousness actually. बाकी सब जो बदलाव मुझे दिखाई देते हैं वो नाम रूपात्मक है. जैसे स्वर्ण के अनेक अलंकार है, बैंगल्स आर डिफरेंट, and the chain, gold chain may be different, earrings may be different. But if you take it to the goldsmith, if you want to sell it and take it to the goldsmith will not see bangle, or he will not see the chain, or he should not see the tiara or whatever other ornaments which are there. He will simply wait and he will say, so much of gold is there, and you get the price for the gold, which is the common thing in all the ornaments. All the ornaments are different names and forms of the same gold. In the same way, the entire existence, there is only Sat, there is only the consciousness which is there and nothing else. So that is what it says, that you are only illuminating the word of variety. And in all illumination, this is what is to be realized actually, that in all that we see in the variety, in the multiplicity, they are only the names and forms. And what is common in all of them is consciousness. It is because of my consciousness that I am seeing all this. If I am not conscious, I will not see the variety also. Consciousness is the truth. Atman is the truth. That is what again and again Ashtavakra is saying. Now let us go to the next 15 verse. Ayam soham, ayam naham, vibhagamiti santyaj, sarvatmeti nishchitya, nisankalpa sukhi bhava. So the same thought he is saying, aham, ayam soham, ayam naham. This is me, this is not me. This is what is going on, because the consciousness is confined to body-mind complex, because the consciousness is guided by my ego, which is limited ego, kacha ami, which I have. I have this idea that this is me, this is mine, and this is not me, this is not mine, this is different from me. I am soham, I am naham. Totally give up this idea. Vibhagamiti santyaja. Reject this idea of me and mine. Aham soham, aham naham. Totally give up such idea that this is me and this is not me. Atman alone pervades everywhere. Sarvam atmeti nishchitya. Only your consciousness is all pervasive. Everywhere consciousness and consciousness and consciousness alone is there. So this is what the realized people actually see, actually this is not only the idea, ये केवल कल्पना नहीं है. ऐसे अनेक लोग हैं, अनेक ऋषि मुनि हुए हैं कि जिन्होंने ये अनुभव किया है कि सभी जगह केवल और केवल चैतन्य मात्र है. चैतन्य के सिवा और कुछ है ही नहीं. नाम रूपात्मक बदल केवल अविद्या के कारण है. It is because of our ignorance that we see difference in one thing and another thing. Difference of nama rupa, name and form. So, know this for sure. Nishchitya. Sarvam atmeti nishchitya. Know this for sure. Nisankalpa sukhi bhava. And therefore, do not have any sankalpa, do not have any desire. Do not who has realized that everything is one without second, everything is Atman, how then can we have desires for the worldly things? I do not have desire for my hands or for my eyes, as I told you. कि सब कुछ मैं ही हूं, ऐसा भाव अगर पैदा होगा तो संकल्प विकल्प कैसे होंगे? This is mine, this is not mine. That is because I am seeing the difference. But if I see consciousness everywhere, केवल चैतन्य ही सभी जगह है, ऐसी अनुभूति अगर मुझे आ जाती है, तो जैसे मुझे मेरा हाथ चाहिए, मुझे मेरा नाक चाहिए, ऐसा भावना मुझे होते नहीं, बिकॉज ऑलरेडी इट इज मी, ऑलरेडी इट इज मी. लाइक दैट द मैन हुज कॉन्शियसनेस हैज एक्सपैंडेड टू द यूनिवर्स, The whole universe, sarvabhuteshu chatmanam, sarvabhuteshu chatmanam, sarvabhutani chatmani, ikshate yoga yuttatma sarvatra samadarshana. Again and again, our scriptures are telling this, that this is possible. It is not only idea, that everything is in me and I am in everything. So if you are seeing yourself in everything, how can you have this heya upadeya kalpana? How can you have this, that this is me and this is not me? Everywhere only you are existing. So that is the thing which has been told by Ashtavakra. Let us go to 16th. तवैवा ज्ञानतो विश्वं तमेकः परमार्थता त्वतः अन्य नास्ति संसारी ना संसारी न कश्चन. So tavaiva jnanato vishwam. It is because of you, because of your ignorance that you experience tavaiva ajnanato vishwam. तो फिर मुझे ये विश्व की अनुभूति क्यों आ रही है, जगत की अनुभूति क्या क्यों आ रही है, अनेकता क्यों दिखाई दे रही है? अज्ञान तो, अज्ञान के कारण तुम्हें विश्व की अनुभूति आ रही है. त्वम एक परमार्थतः, from spiritual point of view, you are only one. You are only one from spiritual point of view. Twatah anya nasti samsari, na samsari na kaschana. Except you, there is nothing like worldly or otherworldly. So this is what we think, that we have to avoid that worldliness. We have to become otherworldly. If we are spiritual, we are. Ashtavakra is not telling to reject the world. Ashtavakra is telling, understand you are the world. Understand what is happening today is that because of my ignorance, because of this avidya, I am seeing world as different from me, and therefore I am accepting and rejecting the things. If I see myself everywhere and all that I experience in me, मैं न संसारी हो जाता हूँ न असंसारी हो जाता हूँ. I am not a worldly person, neither I am otherworldly person. So it is only because of the ignorance that we have this idea of worldliness and otherworldliness. केवल अविद्या के कारण तुम्हें विश्व की अनुभूति आ रही है. आध्यात्मिक दृष्टि से तुम अकेले ही हो. तुम एकः परमार्थता. There is nothing except you. Now this is a great experience actually. There is nothing second from you. This is something which is to be experienced only. कि आप केवल अकेले ही हो, आपके सिवा और कुछ है ही नहीं. जो कुछ अनुभूतियां आती है अविद्या के कारण ही आती है, और उसमें द्वैत जब पैदा हो जाता है तो आपको ऐसा लगता है कि ये दूसरा है, ये मैं नहीं हूं, एंड ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ आइडियाज कम फ्रॉम दैट. सो एक्चुअल अनुभूति त्वम एकः परमार्थतः. पारमार्थिक स्तर पर, from spiritual point of view, you are alone in this universe. There is nothing except you in this universe. ऐसा अनुभव जिसको आता होगा वो ऋषि मुनि, how they must be feeling, we cannot even imagine that. What a wonderful thing that I alone I am existing. There is no other existence than me. Okay, so Bhranti matra, we go to the next 17 verse. Bhranti matram idam vishwam na kinchidati nishchayi nirvasana spurti matro na kinchidapi shamyati. So Bhranti matram idam vishwam. So this firm idea should be there that the world is an illusion. Whatever I am feeling as something outside, पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिर्भूत भूतं यथा निद्रया. Now, how do you say that there is nothing outside when I am really seeing it? What our spiritual people are telling is that in dream also you feel that you are outside when you are sleeping. when the dream experience, if you meditate upon the dream experience, you will probably follow what they are talking about right now. इस सपने की दुनिया में जब हम जाते हैं तो सपने की दुनिया तो दुनिया रहती है। मैं जाता हूँ, मित्रों से बात करता हूँ, इधर उधर रास्ते में घूमता हूँ, होटल में जाता हूँ, खाता हूँ, पीता हूँ, सब रियल लगता है। एवरीथिंग इज अपियरिंग, बट व्हेन आई वेक अप, what happens? I know that it was only the fluctuation of my mind. It was all mental. I only created all those things in dream. There was no reality. Now the person who has realized, he understands that even whatever is happening in the wakeful state, which is so important for us, we feel that this is real state. I am awake. I am seeing the things. I am experiencing the thing. This is real. He says, when you spiritually awaken, you feel that this life is also like a long stretch dream. जैसा सपने में जो जगत दिखाई दे रहा था, जैसा आभासात्मक था, ऐसा ही जागृतावस्था में जो जगत दिखाई दे रहा है वो भी आभासात्मक ही है, उसमें कोई रियलिटी नहीं है। भ्रांति मात्रम इदम विश्वम न किंचिदिति निश्चय, देयर इज नथिंग देयर। इन द ड्रीम, इफ आई गेट लॉटरी and I become very rich in dream, do I go to the bank and check next day whether there is a increase in my account or something? As soon as I wake up, I know, oh, it was only a dream, nothing real about it. In the dream, if I have accident, बड़ा ट्रक मेरे आप धड़क दिया और मेरे पाँव पर चला गया और बहुत पेन हो गया और चिल्लाते हुए मैं जब जाग जाता हूँ, मुझे ऐसा पता चलता है कि अरे ये तो it was only a dream, it was not real. Now, for a person who awakens spiritually, whatever is happening right now, which we are firmly believing as truth, हमारे जीवन में जो कुछ अनुभूतियां आती है वो सत्य है, ऐसा हमको विश्वास है, that everything is happening truly. They say, Ashtavakra says, the scriptures say, if you awaken spiritually, जब स्पिरिचुअल अवेकनिंग हो जाएगा तो आपको, आप हंसेंगे कि ये तो भ्रांति थी मेरी, भ्रांति मात्रमिदम विश्वम न किंचिदिति निश्चय। निश्चित रूप से आपको पता चलेगा कि ये जगत में जो कुछ हो रहा है वो रियल नहीं है, जैसा आपको निश्चित रूप से पता चलता है कि सपने में जो देखा वो ठीक नहीं है, वो रियल नहीं है। एंड देन इफ दैट हैपेंस, निर्वासन स्फूर्ति मात्रो न किंचिदपि निश्चयी, द यूनिवर्स इज बट एन इल्यूजन। One who understands this with certainty becomes desireless, pure consciousness, and becomes calm and quiet since nothing else exists. यह विश्व यानी अविद्या के कारण होने वाली भ्रांति मात्र है। यह सत्य जो निश्चित रूप से जानता है, कौन निश्चित रूप से जानेगा? वन हु हैज स्पिरिचुअल अवेकनिंग, वन हु हैज डन साधना, वन हु इज आत्मस्थित, वन हु इज कनेक्टेड विथ यूनिवर्सल कॉन्शियसनेस। उसको निश्चित रूप से वो जानेगा और फिर वो वासना रहित हो जाएगा, चैतन्य स्वरूप शांत हो जाएगा। उसके लिए दूसरा कुछ भी नहीं है, न किंचिदपि शाम्यति। सो ही विल बी काम, क्वाइट, विदाउट एनी परटर्बेंस। दैट इज व्हाट ही विल बी। लेट अस गो टू 18th वर्स नाउ। एक एव भवाम बोधा आसीदति भविष्यति, नते बंधोस्ति मोक्षो वा कृतकृत्य सुखम चर। In this ocean of existence, the self alone was, is, and will be. You are alone, you were, you are, and you will be. There is neither bondage nor liberation for you. Be contented, be happy. There is nothing like bandha or moksha. तो इस संसार सागर में तुम अकेले ही थे, अकेले ही हो और अकेले ही रहोगे। एकवेव भवाम बोधो एवासी अस्ति भविष्यति। अकेले ही थे, अकेले ही हो, अकेले ही रहोगे। तुम्हें कोई बंधन नहीं है। नते बंधोस्ति, देयर इज नो, यू आर नॉट बाउंड एट ऑल। और क्योंकि तुम्हें कोई बंधन ही नहीं है, मोक्ष की तो अपेक्षा ही नहीं है। देयर इज नो क्वेश्चन ऑफ एनी लिबरेशन फॉर यू। तुम कृतकृत्य हो, कृतकृत्य सुखम चरो, यू आर फुलफिल्ड, यू आर कंप्लीट, यू आर द होल। तो यहाँ फिर एक बार ऋषि अष्टावक्र अजातवाद सिद्धांत कह रहे हैं। द फेमस अजातवाद, that there is no, अजातवाद means theory of non-origination. The whole complex has come in us because we believe that we are born, we are living, and one day we are going to die. So we are connecting ourselves with this cycle, and therefore, but actually speaking, there is no origination at all. Ajat, you are not born at all. You are continuously, you are only pure consciousness and nothing else. तो जिसकी चेतना अंतर्मुख हो चुकी है और जो आत्मस्थित हो चुका है, वह जान लेता है कि इस विश्व में न कभी उत्पत्ति हुई, न स्थिति है, न भविष्य है, और ये विविधता केवल मन की गतिविधि है। इट इज ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ चित्तवृत्तिज दैट वी आर सीइंग वैरायटी ऑफ नेम्स एंड फॉर्म्स। और ये बोध जिसे हो जाता है, वो हमेशा मुक्त ही रहता है। इट इज ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द माइंड दैट वी आर फीलिंग बाउंड। मन एव मनुष्याणाम कारणम बंध मोक्षयोः, बंधे तु विषयासक्ति मुक्तम निर्विषयम मनाः। It is only the mind which says that you are bound. When you have asakti, when you have attachment, you are bound. Mana eva manusyanam कारणम बंध मोक्षयोः, बंध और मोक्ष का कारण केवल मन ही है। अमनस्क स्थिति में जो जाता है, उसको न बंध है न मोक्ष है। Okay, one who is in pure consciousness, he is not having any bondage, not having any liberation. We go to 19th verse. मा संकल्प विकल्पाभ्याम चित्तम क्षोभय चिन्मय उपशाम्य सुखम तिष्ठ स्वात्मनि आनंद विग्रहे। संकल्प विकल्प छोड़ दो, ओ प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस। चिन्मय, चिन्मय मीन्स प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस। मा संकल्प विकल्पाभ्याम चित्तम क्षोभय चिन्मय, संकल्प विकल्प से चित्त में केवल क्षोभ होता है। यू आर डिस्टर्बिंग द माइंड बिकॉज ऑफ संकल्प और विकल्प। ओ प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस, ओ चिन्मय, डू नॉट एजिटेट योर माइंड विथ लाइक्स एंड डिसलाइक्स। मैं ये करूंगा, मैं ये नहीं करूंगा, आई वॉन्ट टू अचीव दिस, आई वॉन्ट टू स्टे अवे फ्रॉम दिस। दिस इज कॉल्ड संकल्प विकल्प। मुझे ये बनना है, I want to be great, I want to be spiritual being. So this is my sankalpa. I want to be a very great spiritual being. I want to be a realized soul. And therefore I reject something that which comes under my sadhana. So I will not be attached with family. I will not be attached with house. ये संकल्प विकल्प ये केवल चित्त को क्षोभित करते हैं. They are agitating your mind only. It is not necessary. Your pure consciousness, give up all this sankalpa vikalpa. Upashamya sukham tishtha swatmani ananda vigrahe. You stay with yourself, which is the repository of happiness. आत्मानंद में लीन हो जाओ, संकल्प विकल्प छोड़ दे दो, ये केवल मन की वृत्ति है. So Ashtavakra is advising that leave your individuality, your likes and dislikes. They excite the mind and create bondage and misery. Transcend the mind and experiencing the bliss of Atman. So the whole thing is to transcend the mind. It is only the mind which creates individuality. It is only the ego which creates individuality. तो अहंकार नाश, मनोनाश, ये हो जाने के बाद एकत्व की अनुभूति आती है, और वो अगर आ गई तो देर इज नथिंग लाइक एक्सेप्टेंस, रिजेक्शन, नथिंग लाइक द आइडिया is repeated again and again almost, that you have to really give up all likes and dislikes. Now last verse, त्यजेव ध्यानम सर्वत्र मा किंचित हृदि धारय आत्मा त्वं मुक्त एवासि किम विमृश्य करिष्यसि. This is a very typical क्रांतिकारी stanza of अष्टावक्र. हम जो लोग ग्रंथ को अध्ययन किए हैं और अभी तक योग का अभ्यास किया है, और any kind of sadhana which we are doing, what we are saying is that dhyana is the way to realization. Okay, प्रथम जो चरण है, जो जो हमको आत्मानुभूति देगा, उसके लिए ध्यान साधना ही सबसे बड़ी मानी गई है. In almost all the religions, in almost all the spiritual practices, it is the meditation which is the most important sadhana. You have to meditate. That is what they are saying. Now what he is saying, त्यजेव ध्यानम सर्वत्र. Reject all kinds of meditation. Ma kinchit hृदि धारय. Do not hold anything in your heart, in your consciousness. आत्मा त्वं मुक्त एवासि किम विमृश्य करिष्यसि. You are the Atman. Where is the question of meditation for you? Upon what you are going to meditate? So give up contemplation. Hold nothing in your mind. You are indeed the self, ever free. Vimrushya, give up all thinking, give up all meditation. ध्यान का त्याग करो. हृदय के भीतर कुछ भी विषय न रखो. तुम तो मुक्त आत्मा हो. ध्यान से तुम्हें क्या मिलेगा? ध्यान से कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा. सो दिस इज वेरी, you can say, extraordinary verse which is very difficult to digest. Actually, very difficult to digest this Ajatavada Siddhanta. That is why they say that Ashtavakra Gita is for a very high class type of individuals, and not really for Sarva Samanya individuals who believe in sadhana and other things. They may get really perturbed by listening to such advice, but this is what it is. So हम क्या समझते हैं कि ध्यान करना तो बहुत जरूरी है. अगर आध्यात्मिक प्रगति करना है तो ध्यान तो बहुत जरूरी है. तो कोई भगवान की मूर्ति का ध्यान करता है, यू मेडिटेट ऑन श्री कृष्ण और रामा और एनी गॉड, तो मूर्ति का ध्यान करते हैं. कोई श्वास प्रश्वास का ध्यान करते हैं, आनापान सती जैसा बुद्धिज्म में बताया गया है. और कोई मंत्र का जप करता है, सोहम सोहम सोहम, या ओमकार ध्यान करता है. लेकिन अष्टावक्र कहते हैं कि ये सभी जो ध्यान प्रक्रिया है, इसमें द्वैत तो है. ध्याता और ध्येय, ये ध्यान में तो होता है. When you are talking about meditation, there is object of meditation and the meditator. ये द्वैत तो कायम होता है मेडिटेशन में. This is what actually Ashtavakra is objecting to. What he is saying is, ध्याता और ध्येय होने से ही ध्यान प्रक्रिया होगी. So there will be something, some object of meditation, maybe God, maybe mantra, maybe some sort of soham, or maybe vipassana, maybe anything, but something different from you, and you are the observer of that, and you are doing it. So duality is always there in ध्यानावस्था. जो ध्यानावस्था है उसमें द्वैत तो रहेगा. There will be object of meditation and the meditator. He says that if you are going beyond this, where is the question of meditating? Who is meditating and what is he meditating on? There is nothing except you. आत्मा के सिवा अगर कुछ है ही नहीं, तो क्यों आप विषय को हृदय में पकड़ रहे हैं? Why you are holding on to some concept on which you are meditating? That itself is a hurdle. That itself is a hurdle for self-realization. क्रांतिकारी विचार है, बहुत क्रांतिकारी विचार है. Some sort of a shocking thing which he has said. लेकिन अष्टावक्र कह रहे हैं कि अगर तुम्हें अद्वैतानुभूति चाहिए तो ध्यान प्रक्रिया छोड़ दो. If you want to transcend the duality and come to the non-dual existence, then you have to go even beyond meditation. You have to transcend even meditation. So long as you are meditating, you are with the duality of subject and object. You have to go beyond this duality, penetrate in the self, be one with the self, go beyond meditation. Of what use is the meditation? Kim vimrushya karishyasi. Very powerful verse he has asked. Go beyond thought. Then alone you will be complete. You will have complete freedom. You will get established in the Atman, in the pure consciousness. So Atma is ever free. You have to wake up from the self hypnotism, and your bondage sadhana becomes bondage actually in this. And what you require is dehypnotization. That is what Ashtavakra is telling. So no meditation, nothing, only to be with the self is the way which is given. Okay. And how to go about it? Slowly and slowly leave the body. In the beginning we saw natvam deho nate deho. लीव देहाभिमान को छोड़ दो. नत्वम मनः, तुम मन नहीं हो, तुम देह नहीं हो, तुम शरीर नहीं हो. You are not chitta vrittis. So slowly and slowly withdraw from all these things which you are thinking about as yourself. Finally, even give up dhyana, even the aspect of meditation, and then only you will get established in yourself. So this is what Ashtavakra is telling in this 16th chapter. So I think I should stop here now, because the next chapter, 16th chapter, we shall begin next time. So now I will chant Shanti Mantra and stop here. But as usual, if you have any observations, any inputs, any questions, we can go ahead with that after the Shanti Mantra. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Mrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat.